Hi, everybody. What's up? This is Mav here for Fun Speculation on YouTube, and this is going to be exciting for me. We're doing a Halo Infinite campaign overview reaction thing here. They released the new trailer or video today with a campaign overview, is what they titled. I guess it's 6 minutes and 20 seconds long. I have seen the first like 15, 20 seconds of this thing before I was getting ready to take my daughter to school this morning. So I have not seen, like, I really honestly haven't seen any of it. So I was trying to watch it, couldn't do it. So you're going to get some actual reactions from me. Key here has seen it. Fuzzy has seen it. And we are excited to discuss what we're looking at and what we see right after. And speaking of Key and Fuzzy, I want to thank these two gentlemen for joining me for this. You know them from FSP. How's it going, Key?
Going good, man. It's going good. I'm super excited for you to see this.
Heck
I'm
yeah, man.
excited.
You excited? I sense a lot of positive reactions on Twitter and stuff already. And I've seen a couple of like the side by side screenshots that people are posting and stuff like that. You just shared one with me. It's like, whoa, okay. I got a lot to look forward to here. Hey, Fuzzy, how's it going with you, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for having me. Man, I think you're going to be in for a very nice treat. Uh,
Yeah.
Even as a like new to Halo kind of player, 5 is where I kind of started. I'm very excited for it. It's it's definitely worth the wait. I think the year delay was, worth the wait.
Cool, man. Yeah, so just so everybody knows where I stood on the first trailer, okay? I liked a lot of what I saw gameplay wise, and I'm talking about the one from a year ago, like back, well, a year and a half ago almost, really. Like when was it? When was that trailer released last year? Like September, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah,
Like
so
mid
yeah,
September, I think.
13 months ago, roughly, I guess.
Yeah.
So, something like that. I was excited by the gameplay that they showed, like gameplay wise, because as a Halo fan, that's what I was kind of wondering is like, what is this game gonna be like, and all this stuff, and it blew me away because it looked so much bigger, right? But then I saw like, yeah, the graphics were not necessarily that great, but I wasn't as like upset about that because I knew the game was still not out yet. However, like from what everybody is saying and from what we've played in the flight, it seems like that extra year may be paying off, right, heavily. So we're gonna dive into this and we're gonna see and be able to compare this stuff. So I'm excited. And are you guys ready to do this?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys can't see what I'm seeing right now, but if you watch on the YouTube video, you can kind of see where we're at roughly. All right, here we go.
Since the beginning, Halo was about Master Chief and Cortana, partners protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory. Humanity is fighting for survival. The banished have risen, defeated our heroes.
So these are those clips from that first trailer that they revealed. Right there. Okay.
We need a savior.
Nice.
We need hope. We need Spartan 117, Master Chief.
Oh, baby.
Definitely stepped up the graphics on it, though.
We have a new mission, soldier.
And look at his
What's
suit.
down there?
Oh my
A
goodness.
weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
Drop in. Oh my gosh. Oops. Sorry, guys. Birds. Wow.
In the biggest campaign to date, Halo Infinite invites players to become Master Chief
I see.
and discover true Spartan freedom in the most wide-open and adventure-filled Halo experience yet. But Chief won't be alone on the journey. His first mission is to retrieve a new AI, codenamed...
It seemed like at points there was less bloom effects on the enemies. I remember that was like a complaint that some people had last year.
Yeah.
I noticed like when they grapple shot it and they melee, like the shield flashed, but like when he was just shooting with the bullets, there wasn't. So maybe the bloom effects go away once the shield is dissipated. Just a thought. We'll see.
The weapon. It's been 6 months. Where have you been? Following the events of Halo 5, Master Chief is searching for the answer to a troubling question. What happened to Cortana?
Wow.
I was created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
Hold up.
Order received.
Whoa, wait a second. You can choose a vehicle to spawn in and drop in?
Yes. Yes.
You can at will? Like you can go here and choose what vehicle you want.
That's crazy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
if you look at it also across from the vehicle symbol, you see like the weapon symbol.
That's like
and it's
that's like kind of like almost what they did in Warzone for Halo 5.
Mhm.
Right? Oh man. Oh, I have it paused right here too. Like, man, look at the gun detail. Like you see the little scratches and stuff even around like where the ammo counter is, like the display.
Yeah.
The wear on the leather on his gloves. Wow, okay.
Just so much detail. It definitely gives it more of a real aesthetic kind of feel to it. I'm so glad they went with that.
The answer
And they just
is
plop it on the
somewhere
ground,
Zeta Halo,
classic Halo style.
a damaged
Let's
world
go.
full of wonder,
Yeah, just drop the
mystery,
dump and go.
and
Dump
danger.
and
Oh
go.
man. Dude.
And at every turn, the Banished are hunting Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC.
Victory is already ours. We will meet on the battlefield.
The Banished army is spread across
Oh,
the
those
surface,
banished vehicles look nice.
building fearsome strongholds and outposts with no one to stop them. Until now.
Yeah, see, there's no bloom effects on that guy.
From the beginning of the Halo saga, Master Chief has been a hero, ready to fight and
Oh, he
win
just saved some
against
Marines.
impossible odds.
Chief, is that you?
You're safe now.
Let's go.
But what if it's a friend?
It isn't.
Okay. Well, he's got like a name and like a shield bar and a health bar and stuff. That's crazy.
Players now have more freedom than ever before to take down the Banished any way they choose.
Banished facility up ahead, Chief. Some kind of salvage
Oh my
operation.
god.
What do we do?
Shut it down. Permanently.
What do we have here?
Armor, like customization, like.
Fight me!
Little bit of like RPG type element or like leveling for some of the weapons. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Could be useful.
It's something I wanted
If
to
you
point
like
out
that
too
kind of
once
thing.
you're done watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Well, we can go back and kind of rewind and stuff in a minute. Oh man.
Halo Infinite allows us all to become Master Chief, doing what Spartans do best, defying the odds to take down the Banished.
Oh, dude, he just like.
Piece by piece. This won't be an easy fight. Master Chief will take on returning favorites and surprising new threats like
Returning
the agile
favorites.
skimmers.
That was Craig.
A sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Urdomnai.
Say good bye.
Look out, Chief. He looks.
Damn. What is that? That's not an
Even more
energy
threatening.
sword. That was something else,
The
dude.
Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Yeah,
Exploring
KhAos
this
is speaking a
vast
lot.
and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
Yo. Oh, he looks so much better. Oh, dude. Oh my God. That nice. Oh, what's his name? Is that Escarum or is that his name? I can't remember
Atriox, I think.
No,
Yeah, something.
that's not Atriox. That's the other
Oh.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by this point, I think Atriox is like supposed to be dead or something, or there was like they talked about Atriox in the trailers, but the boss that they showed us at the end of the last campaign overview thing they did, it was like freaking A, what's his name? Escarum. Yeah, Alvin. That's what I had it right. Escarum. Baby. Let's go. Oh my God, I got chills. I got
Yes.
chills. They're multiplying.
Sing it,
And
baby.
I'm
Sing it.
losing control. All right, let's go. Freaking A,
Yes.
man. Halo Infinite campaign. Wow. Look at that visor. In the words of Pong Soul. Where is that? I'm gonna see if I can play that. Hold on. Do I got Pong? Can we find Pong Soul?
Oh God, look at the visor. Oh wow. Oh, look at the visor. Look at the fucking visor. Yeah, the visors. The reflections on it. God, look at how beautiful that looks.
Yeah.
Look at that shit, dude. Look at the fucking detail. But that visor looks like completely real. Look at the effects.
I agree, Pong Soul. Look at that fucking visor. Oh my gosh. Guys. This absolutely blew me away, I have to say. Now, I like some could say I'm easily impressed, but like if you're a Halo fan, if you're a Halo fan, like, and you watch this, then you understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're not into Halo and you're watching this, oh, it's an open world shooter, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna judge on this stuff. But man, Key, what was your biggest takeaway from this?
I don't think I have one. I was just straight excited for it, honestly. Like, I was really excited for this. And it's funny because the first thing I noticed off rip, if you guys go back and watch it, when they showed actual gameplay, the first thing they showed was him doing a grapple hook close up, and he did it back to back. And you know, that was the biggest meme when they first came out with the trailer. They did the grapple hook and seeing what's called a face close up. Like, I like how they did that. Like, they went straight into it, the grapple hook back to back, so you can see the close up, the details, because you know people gonna be out there looking into it.
Yeah, like especially with like, I think they kind of showed Craig again for a second.
Yep.
Towards the end.
Towards the end. So of course they had to touch bases on that. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the armor, that was the one thing that really did it for me. Looking at his armor, like his armor looked like Master Chief been through a war, you know?
Yeah.
Like the details, the burn marks, the scratches, everything. Like that just did it for me. Like I was really excited just off of that. Looking at the details of the gun, I got it playing back right now just so I can point out some things. Looking at the detail of the guns, it got me curious to how gunplay was back then versus now, because just looking at the video, it looks like an actual gun shooting. So yeah. And the one thing I wanted to point out right quick, y'all see that little battlefield thing they did, right? Where he was up in the air, he jumped out, pulled. Yeah,
They took that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I noticed that too. I was like, that's a battlefield moment, but no more. It's Halo moments now.
It's Halo now.
We saw lots of Halo moment clips on Twitter during the flight, and I think based on what I'm seeing from this, the campaign is going to produce some of those moments now too, right? Stuff. Right. It's more of a sandbox with the ultimate amount of toys at your disposal, which, like, the thing on top of this, right? It's just like, for me, it's like going back to Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, the thinking of one day, what could Halo be? What's my dream for what Halo could turn into when it's possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. This is that culmination of, like, it's possible to do this now. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really possible to have Halo this big before, to have that much going on because of limitations of the hardware at the time. Those limitations are gone now, right?
Yeah.
And now we get to experience what we have dreamt Halo could potentially be one day. And on top of that, even sandbox gameplay wise, it seems like the focus is still heavily on the story, which was woven throughout this trailer. So you got that gameplay, constant gameplay, but what you're hearing a lot is story stuff, right? With Cortana and all these things, which, dude, like, if that doesn't get you, I don't know what does. Fuzzy, do you have a big takeaway?
I just like the fact that they had, and me being a looter shooter, even though this is not a looter shooter, but just having the leveling up for some of the weapons and things like that definitely appeals to me. Just the level of detail on, like, the weapons and the armor, like he was saying, those things catch my eye first, because that's you're going to see your hands and the weapon 90% of the game. So just having that where it has a more realistic aesthetic to it definitely is exciting. The open world approach, as far as like, pretty much not even comparing this to like a Far Cry or anything, but the fact that you can approach some of the bases however you want, whether you rocket launch into them or fly in and just basically eject and dive bomb in, however you want to take the approach, that definitely has a mass appeal for me. Just wanting to try different things, whether you not really go stealth, but try to go stealth until you can't, and then go loud and watch all hell break loose. But I like how they have everything laid out. I like the extra detail as far as the environment, the lighting, the just the textures themselves that they've improved since we last saw the campaign. It's awesome. Can't wait until December 8th now.
I have a question for you guys. And I'm trying to think, because before this release, I'm going back to play Halo 5, just to kind of get a refresh of it. But I was just looking, like, if you go to let me see. If you go to like 250, did he do like a side step?
250? Let me go see.
Yeah, he did like a side step.
I got it over at like 520, and I want to talk about this guy in a minute, but we'll go to 250 real quick.
Yeah, check out 250.
Okay, so
Like,
that's that. Okay, I know what that is. All right. He's one of the abilities is a thrust, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, did he just do like a side step?
If you know, like Halo 5 and 4, you know how you can do like a boost, right, as one of your loadouts? Like, if you look at the right bumper in the bottom right corner, his ability, which he picked up, which it looks like also later on when we see like the equipment screen, it looks like you can equip different things, and here he has equipped the thrust, and it looks like it's got 4 charges on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and he uses one of those charges to thrust away from the blast, which, by the way, is the right thing to use probably against a hunter, so you can get behind him. Right.
Yeah.
I go to like 520. I want to take a look at this guy, because this is like, you want to talk about an enemy I'm excited to meet.
Oh yeah.
This fucker right here. It looks like a badass dude. Is this banished elite. A sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Radomni. It's like it's giving me like freaking Boba Fett vibes here, like just somebody that you don't want to run across. You know what I mean? Like Spartan killer. And look at his arm. He's like, this guy's been through hell. He's missing an arm. His armor's all burnt up on the left corner. And then he pulls out an energy sword and something else. On the left side, that's another form of an energy sword type weapon that he has, and it's like a shorter range where this guy looks like a freaking beast, dude.
He looked like he's going to be a handful.
Yeah.
No guns, so therefore he's going to be quick as hell. He's going to be really fast.
Oh, and somebody pointed out he's missing 2 mandibles, like his mouth thing, you know, like the predator thing. He's got 2
to the right of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like character design, these characters. Now I've seen on Twitter before some people saying, "Hey, they didn't really show us that much." There is so much to take away from this. They did a really good job with packing in a lot to people to dissect in 6 minutes. Because if you deep dive into this thing, I mean, they're going big time. And because I got it paused here again, guys, I got to go with Pong Soul again. Because holy shit!
God, look at the visor. Oh wow!
Look at the visor.
Oh, look at the visor. Look at the fucking visor. Yeah, the visors. The reflections on it.
Shout out to
look
Pong.
at how beautiful that looks.
Yeah. I got a pause right here. Also looking, what is this? About 5:20, 5:30. I'm just looking at it, and and see, that's what I'm talking about. Like the details. Like I'm a detail guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and you just tell the visor, like the edges of it, like it looks.
He's got scratches
dirty.
around
like,
it. Yeah.
Like he really been through it, you know. And that's what it's about to me. Like I want that character to look like they still, if it's starting off with 5 left off, I want that character to look like he been through hell in 5, you know.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, you got the deep scratches on the shoulders, right? Just absolutely amazing. Hey, Key, I know you got to go do your Apex thing, so I don't know if you want to hop off and go do that. It's completely fine, man.
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
like
jump off you
5 minutes, but Fuzzy and I are gonna stick around and go over this a little bit further, and then we're gonna roll into our weekly show we do on Mondays, where we go over the games coming up for the week. And instead of doing 2 back-to-back live streams, I'm just gonna go live with this one. But hey, Keith, thanks for hanging out with us, dude. Tell everybody here where they can find you. We got 56 people here watching right now, enjoying this Halo stuff with us.
Yes. Hey, thank you for the invite. You know, you guys can find me on my channel, Just Key, on Twitter, Gaming Key, and of course, you can find me here Saturday, part of the podcast as well. Fun speculation. That's what we do. We just have a blast, talk smack, and yeah, you know, gamers gonna be gamers. We gamers over here. So, but yeah, thank you guys for coming through, checking it out with us. And like I said, I'm gonna come back and read the comments. So leave you guys comments after the video because I want to see what you guys really think. So, but You guys have a great day. Enjoy. And yeah, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace out.
Take it easy, Key. Have a good one, man.
Later, Key.
Have a good stream. Fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's just us now, man. Shout out to Key. Awesome, dude. Thanks to him for joining us. I want to go over the chat real quick and just see like some comments that people are leaving here. PixelBitG says enemies in Halo have never used human weapons. Well, I guess they can get them now. Doom Reaper said shades of Doom when looking at some of the characters. PixelBitG says he's a Spartan hunter from a group of hunters. Nice. PTK Blam says the sandbox looks amazing. I can see why they delayed co-op. Yeah, because look, that's another good point. Like, can you imagine like 4-player co-op within this? Like how like much of an undertaking that is. Outbreaks. Yo, Mav. Hey, yo, Outbreak. What's up? 1 hour, 1 decision. Hey, shout out to you. Great channel over there. He says, how do you think they implement co-op? I think they're going to figure it out, but I think it's going to be a variation. I don't know how you just take this experience as is and then let you play as 4 people.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think, and I talked about this before when they delayed co-op. I thought it had not necessarily to do with so much of like technical stuff. It's just that the game is designed differently. You know, this is not a traditional Halo game in the same sense where like they didn't really take co-op as the main focus going into this, because they were focused on making a big sandbox Halo game, and they want to add co-op, but they don't want it to be like some just tacked on thing where it's not going to really work properly, right? So I think getting it to work properly is going to be a key. What do you think, Fuzz?
I think it's going to be a tricky thing, because like one of my favorite games it even has its own difficulties, even though it's not quite a full-on sandbox. But like the Division, you're tethered to the host when you start the mission. Like you can be in the open world wherever you want, and it seems like they purposely make the AI scale a little bit harder the further you get away from the host. It's like, yeah, we need to start one-shotting this guy because he's wandering too much type of thing. But as far as like when you start a mission or decide to, you know, attack one of those encampments or something along those lines, that's where it's like, okay, the spawn points need to center around, like if anybody gets down, they can't be rezzed or whatever. They need to have it centered based on that particular mission, as opposed to maybe where they were, you know, 2 minutes ago outside the mission, you know, on the other side of the ring type of thing. So that I don't envy them on the difficulty that they're probably going to have, but I have a gut feeling with the delay, they're going to make sure that it works seamlessly in a way that, you know, there won't be any complaints, you know, other than the, you know, the time that people will have to wait to do the co-op. But yeah, I like sandbox co-op games, but it is a tricky thing whenever, especially if somebody winds up falling off a cliff or something like that and can't go all the way over there to, you know, revive them or wait until they respawn and stuff.
Yeah. I think whatever they come up with is going to be good, but like personally, I just want to, when this campaign comes out, I want to dive in by myself and just get lost in the game. But like it seems like it's a dream game for me. But I was looking back at this shot, like I don't remember this from the first initial trailer. Maybe I missed it. But when Chief is floating in space after the pilot wipes away the frost from the windshield, right?
Yeah.
He's got a grapple shot on his arm, on his left arm, and it's dangling there and floating in space, and you can see the grapple shot right here.
Yeah, I don't think they had that shown.
I don't remember if they did or not. Now I'll say this may allude to a couple things as well, because last we saw Chief, like he didn't have grapple shots. I don't think this is the very beginning of the game. Like when we're seeing this shot, I think this is. I think there's going to be a battle at the beginning of the game that's going to allude or leave Chief in this place. And I think the battle is going to have something to do with Atriox and the Banished. Maybe Locke will be a part of that. Who knows exactly what's all going to happen. But I think there's going to be some kind of battle, and it leads to this situation. And then you get obviously rescued by this pilot and then go down to Zeta Halo to finish the fight.
Yeah. That would be an awesome intro as far as for the game, especially, you know, just as a reminder for those that may have
right there too
played 5 months ago or years ago type of thing.
Right here too, like when he's hooked up to the right there, he's got it dangling from his wrist when he's put in the armor calibration machine or whatever. You see the grapple shot hanging from his arm.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that either. I think that would have been heavily pointed out before. And yeah, the detail on the armor here, that wasn't there either. They've made a shift. I don't think even with just the graphics, I think with a little bit of the art direction here, because it had a much more sleeker, cleaner look with everything. So they just went even heavier on the detail. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I like it. I definitely like that approach. I know there were a number of fans that wanted more of like the cleaner look as far as like from the earlier Halo games, but I'm glad 343 went more with this more detailed and battle worn, you know, look for the for Chief's armor and stuff.
Every little shot, I just keep pausing it on these screens, bro. Like he's just randomly jumping out of the Pelican right here. You can see all the chaos going down on the ring, and how beat up his armor is on his back. And you can see the grapple shot there on the left. It's freaking gorgeous. Psycho says the grapple shot was added here for this trailer. Okay. And these outposts, I think, are going to play a huge role in this. Okay. Hi, birds. Wildlife.
Yeah.
You know what people are going to do the second they see these birds. Let's be real, guys.
Target practice.
Yeah. You want to test out that new BR? You want to test that out? You want to test out that commando?
No, just the man, the environment. That is an awesome shot there.
Yeah, this is going to be a game that you're going to be walking around and you're going to stop and you're going to take a screenshot. Right?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those, because everybody's going to have different experiences, right? Okay, so here's, I notice a lot of the shooting, I'm not seeing that big bloom effect. I see it more on the elites, or I think what's happening is when you deplete the shield, the bloom effect goes away. I remember a lot of complaints about that beforehand. There's too much bloom effects and all this stuff. I'm not seeing much at all.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you can just knock off their helmets like that. How much flying around you gonna do, Fuzzy? Just fly around.
I think, especially if they have it where there's like a fog of war type of deal in the beginning, I'll probably spend most of the time trying to fly to all the regions on that ring just to kind of make sure it's, you know, visible, or at least for reconnaissance purposes. But probably going to do a good bit of flying, good bit of driving with the Warthog. Just I think probably the first couple of hours is just going to be taking the scenery in. Like once you get past, like, I guess the intro mission and stuff like that, I think I'm going to spend at least a couple of hours just taking it all in type of deal.
Right. What is this AI's name?
They referred to her as the weapon. I don't know if they gave her an official name. Just that she's supposed to be the one that's containing Cortana or something, or to disable Cortana. But I don't know if they actually gave her a name.
Maybe it'll be Cortana 2.0. I don't know. I don't think they've said the weapon.
Yeah.
Amazing. How's it going, Micah? How's it going, Pong? Hey, Pong Soul. We've heard this quite a few times, bro.
Oh God, look at the visor. Oh wow.
Amazing.
Oh, look at the visor. Look at the fucking visor. Yeah, the visors. The reflections on it. God, look at how beautiful that looks.
Yeah.
I like what Doom Reaper is saying as far as like with the Banish being able to retake bases, so that definitely will give you a lot of replayability, or have it where pretty much you try going through clearing that base a certain way, and then it's like, all right, let me try a whole different tactic, see if blowing the whole base up without shooting people or sniping people will clear it faster. So that would be an awesome mechanic if they have that in there, or even if it's like where it's reset after a certain amount of time. They try to retake it or respawn or something along
it's
those
very
lines.
very possible. I mean, I think like this is like you're in a ring infested with banished, right? They have complete control over this area, and you are here to try and take it back, I guess. I don't know, but there was a shot of him rescuing Marines that were captured. This shot here, calling in vehicles, choosing weapons. You can see there's 2 weapon locations here. 3. I see 3. Or is that another? That looks like another weapon one. So is this lead up to possible co-op elements or something? I'm not sure, but why there would need to be 3 places for the weapons over there. Then you got the vehicle one here, and you got another weapon just laying there on that piece of equipment, whatever that is. But this part where you can choose your freaking vehicle and have it drop in. Oh, you want a mongoose? You want a wasp? You want a warthog? Okay, pick what you want. I mean, holy crap.
Yeah. I like that they, instead of just having it spawn there, that they actually have the Pelican come in, drop it off.
Yes. It's so funny. Like, it's still that classic Halo thing of just plopping the vehicles down on the ground, you know what I mean? And like just kind of bouncing. But just oh man, dude, I'm going to be flying around like crazy in one of these things. Taking out the Banshees. Okay, this shot. Overview of this outpost. All right, look at this. You got. I'm just looking at the detail on this outpost, right? You got wraiths being constructed or worked on over here on the left, or repaired or something, right?
Yeah.
You got these random grunts down here. This huge weapon cannon that looks like anti-air defense, right? You got an elite over here. You got a jackal. That's it's a grunt right there. It looks like there's a brute right here. Like going into this, it's like, wow, you're surrounded, you're overwhelmed. So like having these vehicles are going to be pretty important, I think, to be able to clear out these bases. But he's going to go in here. He's firing, and then he just drops in. Bam.
And the rocket shot, that's just
jackal sniping. Banished are hunting Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC. So when they say this too, banished are hunting Chief, and you got that other character that they show later. Does this give you any kind of vibes of kind of like that? What's the WB Montreal thing that they used before for like the Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah, the Nemesis system.
The Nemesis system.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me vibes of potentially something like that. Not necessarily, you know, exactly like that, but it seems like they're hunting Chief, right?
Mhm.
So that's where I get that from.
Yeah, and
There's
I
Escarum
can't
again.
remember if Ubisoft, you know, kind of did something similar with the I forget what they call them now, but you had like these more elite, like chosen knights that would, you know, come hunt you down in the Odyssey. I don't think they quite do that. No, there are some. I think I just killed them all in Valhalla, and I think they did this something similar in Origins, where you'd have basically, if you go into a certain region, once they're like within 100 meters of you, they're pretty much locked on to assassinate you type of deal. That would be pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
But man, oh man.
Shout out to Drawn TJ with $5 super chat. He says, "Morning, Mav." Hey, morning, TJ. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for that. Right here, bam. Helmet off. You get a good shot. Like he had more detail. He has hair and a goatee and everything. A little beard going on. Just sandbox gameplay. Throw. Here's where he saves those Marines.
Mm-hmm.
And the Marines hop on and man the turrets. Nice.
Yeah, I like that they don't just get in the seat and like, take it out of here. No, we're going to fight our way out of here.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and where's the restream chat? Here, like, this is a very Far Cry-ish like mission, like destroy like explosive things in a base, right?
Yeah.
This is Banished dropping in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lots of cool stuff going on. Oh, just Jack said. Okay, here's where I wanted to pause. Let's go. Upgrade to escape velocity. So you can upgrade the velocity of your. So you're gonna gather something called Spartan cores. Yeah, we're gonna break. So here, right here, he's got 3 Spartan cores. I want to see if we can't dissect this. Okay, so you got the TAC map, you got upgrades, FOB, targets, and database. Targets, I wonder if targets is like bosses, like, or if it's outpost. Right? The TAC map is the map we've already seen before.
Yeah.
FOB, what is it? FOB usually? FOB, right?
Field operation base or forward operation base.
Right.
So that might be where you that's probably where you get the vehicle calls and the weapon calls and things like that. Where the Pelican dropped the Wasp.
Okay. There's that could be for sure. Forward operation base, Jesse says.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to be gathering something called Spartan cores, and here he's got 3 of them to spend. And you can upgrade your grapple shot, you can upgrade your shield core, your threat sensor, drop wall, or thruster. So what I'm wondering is if you have to pick these up when you're running around, or if you can just freely switch between them. Because right now it looks like he has grapple shot selected. So it looks like for me, you can choose which armor equipment you want to be using at the time.
Yeah. That's awesome that you can pretty much do a loadout. So it's not just like most of the time with loadouts, you're just focused on the weapons. Now you can actually your equipment, so that depending on, I guess, the outpost you're attacking, you can wisely choose which way you want to approach it and stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like for when he's going against the hunter and he has the dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to block that bot real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. There's two of them, and they're coming from Twitch. That's why it's happening. Let's see here. Block and block. Okay, sorry. Moving on from that. Yeah, I'm excited. Like when he goes forward, and you can upgrade the velocity of the thruster. So you're gonna start to feel more powerful the better these abilities get. I'm wondering if like the grapple shot, you can increase the range. Right?
Yeah.
He was Invisy there. Invisy, you could just explosive barrels everywhere. Oh my gosh. all the particle effects jumping around the screen.
Mm-hmm. It's buttery smooth. We're looking at. I'm taking it based on the video. We're looking at 60 frames steady, no matter how many explosions, no matter what's going on in the background, how many AI or whatnot are on screen.
Wow. And these skimmers look pretty badass.
Yeah.
They look like they're gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. They're taking apart like a guilty spark type thing there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Jaga Radomni looks like a badass.
Yeah. It's almost like a corrupted or a blood energy sword kind of thing. And then, like you said, the stubbier one, which I'm assuming it could kind of probably work as a shield and also as if he does a spin move to slice you, you're probably going to have to keep your distance from him.
Yeah.
For sure.
This, it looks pretty awesome too. Chief gets punched big time right here.
Yeah.
The Forerunners lies are in it. I wonder who this character is. Something more threatening, it says. Okay, it's got abilities. All right, who is this? I have not. That's like Forerunner, right?
I think so. Kind of reminds me of like a mini version of like the
Didact or something
that we had to fight at the end of 5.
Ooh. Yeah, look at Chief. Wow. Diving into a pelican. He's taking out that base, it looks like. Or something's taken off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, guys. I want to go this last shot of Escarum again. Much improvement over last time when we saw him in the cutscene. Huge, vast improvement there. Fuzzy, I'm blown away.
Yeah, the level of detail compared to the previous showing, like you can tell this looks like real skin, real hair, or pores and scars, and yeah, it's so much more in depth in comparison to before, which I know it was mainly for gameplay on the previous showing, but now seeing
CGI.
this, yeah,
But,
we definitely see that year delay paid off.
mm-hmm. I mean, for things like this, in your face moments like that, I want that cinematic, feel and experience right here. It's like, oof. It's gonna be insane, guys. Halo Infinite, they spent a very good year. A good year. 3-Bit says he thinks that's a TV show tease. I don't know, man, because that's like a copy of the same thing that happened at the end of the last gameplay overview, a same clip, and I don't think the TV show is in this timeline. The Banished won't exist in the TV show. It could be a tease for the art direction. But wow, holy crap. All right, Fuzzy. Safe to say, Halo. We're all excited.
It's
Most of us
in a good place.
Comments below, leave them, guys. If you're watching after the fact, if you're watching live, let me know what you thought. Like, does this get you even more excited for Halo? Do you think they didn't do enough? Personally, I think the 6 minutes was used extremely well because there was so much information to gather from this, where I have much of a better understanding about what the campaign is going to be. So wow. All right, so let's go to Tidbits. Are you ready for Tidbits? Now, for anybody watching now, because I'm not doing two separate little live things. If you want to stick around for Tidbits, the Tidbits is our weekly thing on Mondays where we go through and check out the games coming out for the week, and we're gonna roll into that right now live. And I may separate it later. I may just leave it as part of the same video. Not sure exactly, but welcome to Tidbits now. Buzzy, thanks for joining for Tidbits. We're gonna check out the games coming out for the week as usual.
Thanks for having me.
So we're gonna dive in. I already got our list up as usual. I'm gonna bring it up to the screen. Usually we do this using a different program, but we're gonna use this one today. So I got new releases coming for the week. We'll start off with Iron Harvest. Iron Harvest comes out on the 26th. I have no clue what this game is. I think it's an RTS. It is releasing on the PS5 and Series X and S, and it looks like it already came out last year for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So this is a updated version, next-gen version of a strategy game by Deep Silver as the publisher. Developers King Art Games. Are you familiar with Iron Harvest?
I think I do remember this one. It has kind of like a World War II aesthetic, but if World War II had robots that were kind of steampunk-ish.
Okay.
It's definitely a different looking game. But it had, I think it was, I don't remember it being like a normal turn-based style RTS, but it was a good bit better than, or as far as the overall look, I think it was a good bit better than like what many people would expect from something that's not based on World War II, but it had a cool look as far as like the robots and tanks and things that they were using, or the robot tanks, I guess is about the best way to put it.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm playing some gameplay footage of it right now. It looks pretty cool, actually. Like, I don't know how much there's like base building and stuff like that. It doesn't look like they're showing any of that, but it looks pretty legit. steampunk style. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
This looks pretty cool, guys. I'm gonna check this out. Is this a free? This isn't free to play, right? It's a full price. Is it a full price game?
I believe so. Yeah.
Doom Reaper says, "Deep Silver murdered an IP you loved." Is this something that you're familiar with in Doom Reaper? Jesse says, "Reminds me of Man and Conquer." Okay, cool. Iron Harvest. That was that one. All right, so next up, I'm gonna click on the purchase tab, see what happens. $50 for Series X and S and PS5. Okay. It says the complete edition too, so I'm guessing it has some DLC that had already been released or something that it comes with. Yeah. Uh-oh. For all you parents out there that have young kids, you are familiar with LOL dolls. I have spent a lot of money buying LOL dolls in the past. Not in the last couple years, but there was a good 3-year run when they first came out to like the next couple years where LOL was like all the rage. We had all the LOL stuff for my daughter, who is now 10, so she's kind of outgrown them, but got a massive collection. And it looks like there's an LOL game coming, LOL Surprise Movie Night. The LOL empire is growing massively. Wow, LOL Surprise Movie Night. I'm not going to play a trailer for this, but it's coming for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
It releases tomorrow. 1-player game for the Switch, and let's see if I click on this. It is $40. So, yeah, LOL. If you have a kid who's into LOL dolls, or hey, for no shame in the parents who love LOL as well, or adults who don't have kids. If you love LOL, there's the game for you. Here's a big one, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy comes out tomorrow. Now, I think, didn't the review embargo lift today?
Yeah.
Game Informer gave it an 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Other reviews, I saw people alluding to the fact yesterday that people are going to be surprised when the embargo lifts about this game. It seems like a lot of positives right now.
Yeah, the clips that they showed of it prior, I mean, it didn't really, I guess, give everybody a full feel as far as how you're switching between the, well, not really switching between the characters, but how you can call the rest of the squad to kind of help you out. But I think, even though it's a different studio at Square, I think Eidos, is it Eidos or Eidos?
Eidos
I think
Montreal,
they did,
yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a little bit better job than Crystal Dynamic did, but I think part of Crystal Dynamic with Avengers, some of the issues were more so from, upper management trying to monetize and whatnot, or more so the monetization and I guess you could say the cosmetics and things like that they were trying to sell or push with that game, as opposed to just making a good core game, which this one, Guardians of the Galaxy, seems like it has all those core elements of, like, with teamwork, strategy and stuff like that. And I might actually pick this one up. Originally, it wasn't on my radar, but the more I see of it, the more it's like, yeah, this will be a worthwhile one to pick up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check this one out. Shout out to all the reviewers out there who take their time reviewing these games ahead of time and have the reviews ready for launch for us. If you're into reviews, it seems like in this case a game that I was kind of I don't know about. I'm now more excited. Micah says the soundtrack sold you. Yeah, soundtrack definitely is interesting for that. So I'm definitely I'm probably gonna pick it up now tonight. NASCAR 21 Ignition. For all you NASCAR fans, this is the game for you. But it's not getting a next gen version. It's only PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah, they did a major overhaul of the engine. Before, the NASCAR Heat games were on the Unity engine. This one's going to be on Unreal 4. The only, I won't even say it's a gripe. The only thing that I wish that it had, like that 5 had as well, were like the Xfinity series and the truck series. I'm assuming they'll probably add those later, but with the whole engine overhaul, I think that was the main focus. Already got it pre-ordered. Haven't hooked up my wheel yet, so I'm gonna have that going, I think, later tonight. So
right on.
But anybody into NASCAR, this, unless you're going to do the subscription model with iRacing, this is definitely the way to go. Or if you have an old copy of NASCAR Racing 2003, I think this will be the the closest thing between iRacing and NASCAR 2003 at this point.
Right on. It's cool. And it is on everything, and it's a $60 game. I actually used to enjoy NASCAR games. And I don't think they really changed that much other than just upgrading. I mean, it's a NASCAR game, right? So
yeah. Biggest thing now is that there are a lot more road courses. But for those that may not like the road courses, there's always Talladega and Daytona, which I know are the fan favorites. They're my favorites, as well as Richmond, and then you got Dover, which is like an hour away from where I live. So I love short tracks and the super speedways. Road courses, Watkins Glen and Sonoma are my 2 favorite. I'm still getting used to the Roval, and I haven't really been good at NASCAR with Daytona's road course, but it's still fun. It's definitely some fun times.
awesome. Workshop Simulator coming out for PC. I mean, the simulators, there's a simulator for everything now. Now it looks like you're gonna on PC you're gonna be simulating making, like, whittling wood and stuff like that, like building little things. Workshop Simulator. Okay, there's a little trailer here.
Hi in the sky.
Honestly, like, okay, what's going on with this? This looks pretty interesting. Hey, my wife loves simulator games. I don't know. Uh-oh, he broke his plane. He's gonna have to go to the workshop. Oh, there's the old man that's gonna teach you how to whittle wood and repair things.
It's a pretty cool concept.
It is, man.
A lot of people laughed about the lawnmower simulator, but it's like a fun, relaxing thing. I mean, yes, you can do it in real life unless you're in like an apartment or something, but still, these simulators are always kind of like a fun way to kind of relax, where it's
it's rewarding, right?
Less stress. Yeah.
It actually might teach you a thing or two as well. I don't know. Like, I can get down with this. Workshop Simulator coming out on PC. We'll see if eventually there's a console release on that. A lot of these simulators come out to PC first and then later to console. Super Robot Wars 30. Why is it called 30? There has not been 30 of these games. You can't tell me there has.
Yeah, I don't remember 29, 28, 26.
Is anybody, any Super Robot Wars fans out there that can tell me why this is called Super Robot Wars 30?
It's got to be like an anniversary. Either that or the number.
It's 30th anniversary. Okay, its 30th anniversary is ready for launch. Okay, the latest home console title of Super Robot, celebrating its 30th anniversary, is ready for launch. Okay, got it. How is something celebrating its 30th anniversary and I've never heard of it before? Is this like a anime thing? Like, I'm sorry for any fans out there of this 30-year-old franchise.
Like looking at some of the screen pics of the game, I think I've seen this style of Robotech type game, but it's always been, instead of it being like something that the like PlayStation or Xbox store will push, it's been always kind of like, oh, here's a robot game that we or a robot fighting game that we'll give you as a PS Plus member or something like that. But I've always wanted like a Mech Warrior game, and this one has more of like an animated style to it, and it looks pretty cool. But yeah, they don't usually, push these in the store as far as for the consoles, it seems.
Yeah. It looks cool. I don't know why, but their trailer won't play full screen or get bigger. It's just stuck to this little small video. That's okay. All right. So shout out to that game, and it is not listed on GameStop's website. Instead, it took us to an action figure, $49 Super Robot Wars Cybaster high grade model kit. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so here's another big one, Fuzzy.
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires. Now this is kicking off the release train for Xbox's holiday, Xbox Game Studios, with this game followed by about a week from now, you're going to get Forza Horizon 5, and then a month later getting getting Halo Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
I think when does Forza Horizon 5 come out? Is it the 5th or the 15th?
It's the 9th.
9th.
But
okay, so
if you have the 4-day early access with the Ultimate Edition, it'll be the 5th, I think, is where the early should be able to access.
That's where I was getting the 5th from. All right, guys. So Age of Empires 4 looks like Game Informer gave it 8.25. This game definitely gonna play. It's on Game Pass for PC.
Mm-hmm.
People are out there on Twitter right now saying that they believe this will come to console in 2022. I am in that group. I believe they're going to do that. I think going along with the same method they did with Gears Tactics, because it is a PC focused experience. They release on PC first to make sure they got it done. This is a game that has a big undertaking, and revamping control scheme for console was not something they wanted to do for launch. I think it will come later. But it is on PC coming in just a couple days. Age of Empires 4 looks to be absolutely outstanding. For all you PC gamers out there, this looks like a dream Age of Empire game. Are you excited for this one, Fuzzy?
Yeah, it's a definite must-have. Kind of like the whole RTS style, like not really Command and Conquer, but like that. I like those style of games, just even if it's just to see how many enemies you can have on screen taking over, a region and things like that. It's just so much fun, and hopefully hopefully I won't crash my computer trying to do some, well, not really mods, but have like 1,000 enemies on screen and see how it lags down or takes the frame rates down type of thing.
For RTS games, I've always been a skirmish guy, right? Like I always like to just play against the computer in skirmish mode, and then if I get good enough, eventually take it online and see how I fare. I have a couple friends that I like you that I know are getting this game, so I'm excited to play against them online as well and kind of play at our pace. This one is not one I have been as familiar with as Command and Conquer and those style games, right? So this is more. There's a lot more involved with this than a game like Command and Conquer. So I'm excited to dive in and see what how it plays. But this is a RTS that is going to be pretty pretty deep and exciting to play. So I'm super excited for it. This is not for somebody just looking for a random little small casual experience, I would say.
No.
This is definitely a big time game. And remember we all made fun of the trebuchet they showed us, during that was it the Gamescom event they had, or maybe it was a different one, I don't remember, but like we all made fun of the trebuchet. That stuff that it's going to be in this game, I'm actually kind of excited for with the campaign to like I think that going into the history stuff is pretty cool with a game like this. I appreciate that. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. This game was much more of an undertaking, a bigger game than people realize. I think this is going to be one that people are going to play for a long time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see this thing between the PC modding community, and then in preparation when it eventually does come to console. I'm in the same same mindset as you as far as that should definitely happen within a year or two. This is going to be huge.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people are going to just do their best to try and take over the world type of thing, and they're like playing against the PC, which I'm probably going to need to practice a good bit before I take it online.
But did you know what else is coming out this week, Fuzzy?
What's that?
Backbone. And I don't know what it is. It is on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. So this game is coming out to everything. Its developer is Eggnut. If you're familiar with their other games, Bacon Almonds, I don't know. Eggnut. No, Eggnut is a developer. The publisher is Raw Fury. It has already been released on PC as of June 8th, 2021, and it is now coming to all the consoles this week on the 28th. I'm going to go to the official website because I have no clue what this game is, and we're going to find out.
I think I've seen this before. It's kind of like a detective kind of game.
I recognize it.
Where it was like,
It says Backbone is a post-noir role-playing detective adventure. A post-noir role-playing detective adventure. That's a very specific genre.
Yeah.
In which you step into the shoes of raccoon private investigator Howard Lotor and explore dystopian Vancouver, BC. Beautifully rendered in high-resolution pixel art. All right, so let's check out this little vid. Shout out to them for allowing me to blow it up big time on the screen here. It looks like you play an alcoholic raccoon that was at the park drinking by himself. And now you are going to walk around this 2D beautiful game, feed birds, listen to somebody playing the tuba, knock on random doors and ask questions, and take your jacket off, continue to stroll, take a bath, run on rooftops, run on the ground with the jacket back on, jump, get in fights, crouch in kitchens, poke somebody in the back, get shoved. Did he just take a shit? Okay, hold on. What was that? Oh, he's throwing up.
Oh, okay. I was like,
okay. No, right here, right here. What did this guy just do? Did he just stomp on him? Okay, I gotta see this again. He gets kicked, and what did he just do there? Is he put out his?
That's weird.
Okay, I need like slow motion. Oh, he like spit on him. Okay. All right, he's throwing up, getting kicked in the stomach. Man, this game. Oh, dude, he's like spitting out blood. This game looks pretty cool, actually. Like, You go through hell in this game, I can tell. A day in the life of an alcoholic raccoon investigator.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, guys.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool. A little darker than your typical like 8-bit aesthetic game, but yeah, it definitely looks cool.
And that is how much monies. That's not it. That's the Backbone One iOS gaming controller for iPhones. That the purchase link takes you to. So not the right backbone there. So good luck. Go click on it if you want to buy it and randomly find out how much it is, everybody. Dusk coming out for the Switch. Came out in 2018 on PC. Hey, a highly reviewed game from Game Informer, 8.75 back in the day. Here's the launch trailer. Gonna play it now on the screen. Blood, a game by David Szymanski with music by Andrew Holschel. Okay, it looks like another one of these Doomish retro pixely Quake type games.
Yeah.
Which we just got one of these also called Into the Pit. Looks pretty cool. Looks like there might be some like cool stuff going to it. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. This is a whole genre, right? Like
yeah,
BP, like bullets per minute, I think is like one or something like that. There's like a lot of games like this that are coming out, and hey, the whole genre there's a big audience for it. So if you're interested in that, it's coming for Switch.
Nice.
Fatal Frame, Maiden of. This is a big week. There's a lot of releases this week, Fuzzy. A lot more than last week.
Yeah.
Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater. Fatal Frame series is one of the scariest game series out there. This one's coming out on everything. I know that ones in the past have only either came out on PlayStation or Switch or Nintendo, I mean. So this is pretty cool that it's releasing everywhere. Let's see. Maybe it's just now getting. Oh, yes. Okay. It released in 2015 on the Wii U. It's just now getting a PlayStation 5, Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC version. I might be into this. Like in the Fatal Frame series, guys, if you aren't familiar, you kind of play as like a girl who goes around and she has a camera. And she can see ghosts through the camera lens, I think, right? Is that kind of how it goes?
Interesting.
I believe. Let's see. That's what I know of it. Okay, yeah. The Wii U seems like the perfect fit for a series like Fatal Frame, which pushes the player to use an in-game camera to photograph paranormal activity. Yeah, so I remember this game, this franchise being like incredibly scary in the past. So this might be one I'm actually interested in checking out. Now that
perfect timing to come out on the other consoles just before Halloween.
Yeah. Again, that was the theme last week too, right?
Yeah.
A new Fatal Frame game could be happening following positive reception of Maiden of Blackwater re-release. Okay, so I'm guessing if this game does well, they'll be making more. All right, another big one. Riders Republic is coming out. This is the Ubisoft extreme sports game that's kind of open world and massive multiplayer in a way, right? You can play with a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm hearing really good things about it. Like me being a Forza fan, and a lot of people that's in the Forza community or in Forza Horizon community was saying that Ubisoft probably borrowed some key things from Forza Horizon as far as how they set up the festival, which that definitely sounds appealing, because I know Steep was pretty cool, but it just felt like you were bouncing around from different parts of the mountain to having to climb here or fast travel there. But if they're doing more of like a Forza festival type of thing, I think that should be pretty fun. Especially, was it like 40-person, bike races or
Yeah.
wingsuit races and things like that.
There's a lot of cool stuff in it. My wife really actually liked. She played the beta, and she liked it quite a bit. For some reason, like something's up with my Ubisoft Connect account or something, and it won't let me log into the servers. I tried the beta, I tried the trial. It won't let me log in, so I'm gonna have to do like some workaround stuff and see if I can't troubleshoot it and fix it. Because whereas this was gonna be a day one purchase for us, because my wife likes it now. If we can't figure that out and I can't play it, we may not be getting it. I'm not sure. So
yeah,
we're gonna look into that and see what's going on. But yeah, Riders Republic coming. You got jetpacks, wingsuits, bikes, all types of stuff, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so that one's $60 as well, and it's coming out, like you can see, on everything on the 28th. Next up, Roki. Roki is coming out for platforms PS5 and Series X and S, and it looks like it's an indie style game. It came out on PC and the Switch in 2020, and now is getting a Xbox and PlayStation release. I know that I've heard some people that are excited for this game. Unfortunately, there's no links here for it, but Roki, if you're interested in that game, guys, please look it up. Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. This looks like a card battle game. Don't be afraid of Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars if you don't like card games, okay? I guess there was a demo on PC. This is published by Square. The link doesn't take me to the proper place like usual. And no trailers or any other information. I like the card art on this thumbnail though.
Yeah.
So that's intriguing. Some of these I'm gonna look up after I've never heard of before, and I'll just look up and kind of see what they are later. Then Mario Party Superstars, the next Mario Party game, is finally releasing for the Switch on October 29th. And I know one person in the chat, 3-Bet, who may be getting this game. We just got Mario Party 8. So unless it's very, very different, we may skip out on it. But it looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you take a part of the Mario parties?
No, I've kind of, I know it sounds bad just because I like playing games, but I haven't really partaken in anything Nintendo. And it's like the sad part is, like, my sons keep asking for like a 3DS or like one of the earlier ones that, like, I'm not paying Switch OLED prices for on eBay for an older console, as opposed to like, do you guys want the Switch? And they're like, we don't want the Switch, we want the 3DS. And I just, not that I won't buy them a Nintendo console or handheld, but I'm like, just tell me you want a Switch, I'll get the Switch. You want a 3DS, I'm not paying somebody $400 for something that when it came out was like 200 or 250 or something, and is no longer in production type of deal. But that's just my Nintendo battle right now.
Yeah, they came out with the online for Mario Party 8 like last year. And it had been like, it took them like over a year or something. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like this one doesn't need to. They didn't need another Mario Party yet. Like potentially, like I don't know why this is what was on the release schedule. Right.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like if 8 came out recently, and this isn't like a big step up for me.
I don't know, like, when did 8 actually release? Mario Party 8 release date. Switch. It came out in 2018. And then like it got last year, finally got online, and now they're releasing a new Mario Party. I don't know, like it just it's kind of weird to me. Like there's a lot of other games I think that people want. You know, I know people are excited about this, so don't get me wrong. I like for anybody excited about Mario Party and have been waiting for it, that's for you. It doesn't make a lot of sense for me when there's so many other games that Nintendo hasn't put out that people want. Instead, they're focusing on Mario Party. Just focusing on what sells, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Fuzzy, that's gonna be it for Tidbits. I mean, the news is the Halo Infinite campaign, right? Is exciting. I'm gonna ask you to tell everybody where they can find you right now, and then after that, I'm gonna play this trailer again and watch it one more time, and then we'll end the stream.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was great being here for the early show for Halo as well as for Tidbits this week. If anybody wants to see my ramblings about Forza or even Insurgency Sandstorm or any other games on console or PC, you can find me at Twitter at fuzzy_Belvedere. You can also find me, hanging out with Mav on Mondays here on Tidbits. And you can also find me on Saturdays, first at FSP Podcast, Fun Speculation Podcast on this channel at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with me, Mav, and Key. And we had a special guest, K-Med, last week. If you haven't checked that out episode, definitely check that out. And then you can also find me on the Shop Podcast at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with PTK Blam, Pong Soul, Centurion 1307. And we had Mav on as a special guest this past Saturday. So definitely check that out. Thank you so much for having me on here. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Fun as always. Thank you guys for tuning in to the stream. It's watching the reactions, the raw live reactions earlier for Halo Infinite, for watching Tidbits, and also all the other stuff you guys hang out and check out on this channel. Like I told Fuzzy, I'm going to play this trailer here on the way out and just take it in one more time, and I'm going to end the stream. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of you so much, and you have an awesome, awesome day.
Since the beginning, Halo was about Master Chief and Cortana, partners protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory. Humanity is fighting for survival. The Banished have risen, defeated our heroes, and taken control of the mysterious Zeta Halo. We need a savior. We need hope. We need Spartan 117, Master Chief.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
In the biggest campaign to date, Halo Infinite invites players to become Master Chief and discover true Spartan freedom in the most wide-open and adventure-filled Halo experience yet. But Chief won't be alone on the journey. His first mission is to retrieve a new AI, codenamed the Weapon.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
Following the events of Halo 5, Master Chief is searching for the answer to a troubling question. What happened to Cortana?
I was created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
Order received. Stand by.
Flop.
The answer is somewhere on Zeta Halo. A damaged world full of wonder, mystery, and danger. And at every turn, the Banished are hunting Master Chief and the remnants of the UNSC.
Victory is already ours. We will meet on the battlefield.
The Banished army is spread across the surface, building fearsome strongholds and outposts with no one to stop them. Until now. From the beginning of the Halo saga, Master Chief has been a hero, ready to fight and win against impossible odds.
Chief, is that you?
You're safe now.
Get in, fuckers, let's go!
Incoming.
But what if it's a friend?
It isn't.
Oh God, look at the visor. Oh wow. Oh, look at the visor. Look at the fucking visor. Yeah, the visors. The reflections on it. God, look at how beautiful that looks. Yeah. Look at that shit, dude. But look at the fucking detail. But that visor looks like completely real. Look at the effects.
Players now have more freedom than ever before to take down the Banished any way they choose.
Banished facility up ahead, Chief. Some kind of salvage operation. What do we do?
Shut it down. Permanently.
What do we have here?
Fight me!
Do you see that? Could be useful, if you like that kind of thing.
Oh, I like it.
I like it too.
Halo Infinite allows us all to become Master Chief, doing what Spartans do best, defying the odds to take down the Banished. Piece by piece. This won't be an easy fight. Master Chief will take on returning favorites and surprising new threats, like the agile Skimmers. A sadistic Spartan killer named Jaga Urdomni.
Say goodbye.
Look out, Chief. He looks
angry.
And something even more threatening.
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. You are not the future.
Exploring this vast and fractured world will put Spartan 117 to the ultimate test. But where there is courage, there is hope. Welcome to the new era of Halo.
Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
Let's go. December 8th can't come soon enough. Bye, everybody.
Play it day one with Game Pass.